All right. Good morning, day, afternoon, whatever it may be for you. This is Lindsay Duff from Motivated Trader. Just starting off my day. It's a little after 8:30. I got my coffee. The kids went off without a hitch. Everybody was nice to each other. It was lovely. So, what do we have going on? We have strong movement to the upside. We have our first sign of weakness. We have the first potential for divergence going on here. Now, there is a ton of strength, but I may give this a shot to the downside. I want to pull this up just a wee bit so it's not so close. And it'd be directly into this area, so I want to hold off just a moment, because what happens a lot with the first divergence is it pulls up, has a weak retracement, and continues to push up. Really, the correct way to trade, the correct direction to trade, is to the upside, because look at the strength between these EMAs. There's a ton of it. So when you have a ton of strength, and then you have a divergence, typically what's going to happen is that divergence is going to break. So like I said, we have our first sign, our first push down. Yes, we had some divergence right here. Yes, it did break above it, but I really want to see it break above this 1597. A little bit of potential for divergence. Here's that weak bar that closes at the bottom of the previous bar. The next bar is trying to push up. This is what I was talking about with a student yesterday. And so Glenn, if you're looking at this is exactly what I was talking about right here for the movement up. Pulls down, it equals that previous low, and then you've got a little bit of a tail, and then the next bar starts right at where that that close was. A lot of times that's a good indication for me that there's a specific look to the MACDs, but that's a good indication that it's going to at least give me a little bit more of a push back up. It's kind of an exhaustion bar. Ooh, gotta sneeze. Oh, I paused it for my first sneeze. Well, I couldn't make it for the second one. Oh, there's another one. Okay. My dogs are extra feisty outside today, so there's been a lot of barking, so I'm just going to go ahead and apologize ahead of time. Oh, there they go. And I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Something else I need to do, ooh, that would not have been good, is I need to go back and look at some areas that might potentially create a bounce. Woo! It's going to be a long drop down there if we're going all the way down there, right? Yeah, so right in this area, like that. Oh. We'll move it down to here. There's a lot of hits in that area. Alright. Let's see if there's anything back in the past that might 382, that's 354. Just getting closer to up there. Nope. Here we go. All right. And the strength continues. So, had I been a little more prepared, I guess I could have taken this long. I bet you it came off of the 233 EMA, which is not my warm and fuzzy spot. So, yeah, I mean, this is what I was talking about. There's a certain look to the bars that happens here. It's this close at the bottom of the bar, with a little bit of a tail. It closes at the low of that previous bar. The next bar opens at that, and it starts to push up. The MACDs, like I said, had to have a very specific look, and it's a die-out look. So it pushed down, it came back up. The price pushed down, I want to say fairly hard, because it closed down towards the bottom. But this is all that happened in my MACDs. So it was anticipations for continuation to the upside, which is why I moved my order entry. You know, a lot of times what happens, guys, is we think, oh, we've reached the top. There's no way we can go any further than this. And we get stuck taking reversal trades. And those reversal trades will bite you in the boo-boo if you're not careful. So, yeah. This is just inching its way up. So I'm going to have to wait. Yeah, right now I'm seeing that we have some really, this is, okay, so what's happened here is it's pulled down, it's pulled back up. Yes, there was divergence between these two pivots. As for this being a little bit of a pivot down, I don't really see it. So it's really trying, yes, we do see it, but it's just kind of very minor pivot down. So in reality, it's still pushing up, and the divergence is now happening between these two areas. So we have between here and here. Now, the price is working a lot harder than the MACDs. But the MACDs are inching their way up. They don't have a lot of work to do to pull up and equal this previous pivot. Once they equal that previous pivot, divergence is really pretty much over, and now we have, you know, it's a trending market. If the price, or I'm sorry, if the MACDs do this number, and it's working really hard to get up there. So if the price pushes down pretty hard, or if the MACDs even push down really hard, it's going to take them more work to get up and equal that. So we want to watch the reaction whenever they do come down. Right now, it's looking like that divergence is just kind of starting to become a break even at that area. It's just really working hard to push up is what's happening right now. It's going, but it's working hard to do it. But we saw yesterday working hard doesn't mean that it won't continue. I mean, yesterday it really just was a huge pullback to continue to the upside. The name of my game typically, guys, is patience. Without it, I get run over. Yesterday, I didn't have the best patience on the planet. That's okay, because what really, I mean, I still pulled out on top. I like to have patience for that right look to the move. And I start singing Guns N' Roses too. Just a little patience. I think it's so cool, guys. You know, I've been in this business for so long, and I've had quite a few people finding me through my YouTube channel that I knew from companies past that I'd worked with, and it's been really cool to catch up with some of these guys. So while this is just running up, I have an email I'm going to check. I'm going to pause this and may miss a reversal. I totally okay with that, because anytime I take a reversal with a strong trend like this, I usually get kicked in the boo-boo. I could see possibly the potential for a reversal here. It is so weak crawling to the upside, but it's still crawling up. And I say so weak, I mean in the BBs, not in the price action or the indicators. That is extremely strong. It's just a, it's just crawling to get there. Oh, one last thing I need to do. I want to go ahead and put my lines down in my MACDs. Guns and Roses stuck in my head again. Alright, we're going to pause it. I may bring it back on while I'm in a trade, but I'm going to pause it for now. Okay, I really wanted to take a short right about, let's see, let me make this exactly where it's at, right about there. By your third BB pointing to the downside, I'm just like, okay, let's take a short trade. But at the same time, it is directly into an area that is very strong to the upside. The MACDs are pushing down pretty hard, so yes, it could break through and go to the next area. But I don't want to be the one to test it after such a strong push up. There was another opportunity to take the short right in this area, right in there. MACDs are pushing down really, really strong, which we don't anticipate it to stop on a dime, but guess what? It did right here after a strong push down and some divergence. This has just the slightest hint of divergence now, but we're pulling into the first area to create a bounce, which is that 610 EMA. Okay, so if you're just taking a trade from an area, boom, you're at your area to take the long trade. Goodness. That would be your exit, and this would be your entry for the long. Let me see what this looks like right here. I don't believe that it's going to stop on a dime here, but could be wrong. This is exactly what I was talking about just a minute ago, so you get an idea. So this moved up very, very weak, right? And then it pushed off extremely hard. Now, if it turns around and pulls back up, the MACDs are going to have to do a ton of work to get back up and equal this previous pivot point. While the price won't have to do a lot of work, so guess what we get at that point? Now we get some divergence at that point. And so then we have to go, does the divergence have the potential to hold, or does it have the potential to break? And I really want to move. These are kind of in my way. I don't like these being on here while I'm trading. It just kind of I don't know, it bothers me. All right, it's hanging out here for a little bit. May give us another push back up. Now here's what I was talking about in the potential for divergence, like how this is pushed up really hard, but the MACDs have not agreed. Here's that bit of an exhaustion bar. I refuse to fight a strong trend, though. We'll give it just a minute or so, see if it gives a decent pullback with no retracement in the 1597 MACDs, and then I consider a short. Here's where I'd like to take the short. MACD's rolling right here. I just don't want to fight the strong trending market. I get run over when I do. Because really, here's our next area as it's created a bounce. And it's pulled back and bounced back. Yep. And had I taken that short, I would have gotten run over here. The direction is to the upside. The trades are to the upside. But I'm just watching and waiting. All right, now we're going to have some serious potential for divergence. Price is pushing up really, really hard. MACDs are struggling to keep up. I'm going to take all these off of here just because I just don't want them influencing my decisions. You'll hear me say that a lot. I take a lot of my drawings off that I have drawn on there because that's what happens is they say, oh, well, I put these arrows there. That must be the way it's going. Very, very weak retracement in the MACDs with this hard pullback in the price. MACD's leading up with a little bit of strength, so this may just gonna have to watch and wait. That D starting to move up. Very weak retracement down here. I can put my risk two ticks behind there. Once it takes off. Pull down, everything's still angled to the upside. The MACDs have pushed down a little bit, but very, very weak pushing back down here. This is my original stop I need to have back there. And watch what happens when it pulls up to this previous point. Pushing up higher, so I'm moving 2 ticks behind here. Pretty good where it's at. Not really digging the way the MACDs are reacting once they pulled up on the 1597. Move 2 ticks behind this area once it pushes higher. There we go. What I want to look at is here. As long as it's got strength up, I'm going to let it keep going. Push, push, little tiny bar, not doing a whole lot. Gonna have to push up. Ooh, that little tiny bar on the 1597. Gonna go ahead and take my exit here. Still had a little bit of strength up here. Well, for now I'm just going to keep my risk in place. It's pulling back, but not a lot of strength pulling back. It's just this look that I'm not a huge fan of. There we go. Now it's going to give our push up. Put 1, 2, put me at a break even. I expect this to push up just a little bit more. It's a nice long bar here. Go back to where we were up here. Still has a lot of strength going up. I have a feeling it'll go further than this. Take me out. go ahead and take that exit. Okay, I have a feeling it'll keep going up, but I like taking my exit once it's hit my target quite a few times and hasn't taken me out. So same thing could have happened here, but it's okay. It's pulled back. I do see, I don't know. It's really now, guys, now we've got some major potential for divergence. Let me remove these Fibonacci extensions. Yeah. Just a moment, I'm going to pause it. Oh, there it goes. It would have hit my target right there. That's okay. I'm really comfortable with what it did. I do get out early sometimes, but I also like to hold sometimes. Sometimes I'll hold for 8 points. Sometimes I'll get out with 3 ticks. With a strong trending market, it is best to believe in the direction of the market. Could I have taken it way back here? Absolutely. I just wanted to wait for my right look, which meant I got in just a little bit later. This is, any one of these was really a good area to enter. And you saw I was getting my mind stuck in the short trade because of the conditions that were setting up for it. But when you have a strong trending market, and I'm laughing at myself now because I'm saying close at the top, close at the top, close at the top, and I let this little tiny bar scare me. But it's okay. When you have a strong trending market and you try and go against it, and you don't have to say, oh, is it pulling back a bunch to give me a strong trending market? Look at the difference between what our EMAs look like today and what they looked like yesterday, okay? This is not strong. This is showing that you're just really struggling for anything to happen. But now we have a ton of strength, and I had an early exit. Let's see where my exit would be if I had stayed in a little bit longer. Definitely not yet. MACDs are going up strong. Let's see, where would my exit be? It'd probably be about now. Now you're finally getting a little bit of weakness in a MACD, and there's a turn in the price and the MACDs on the lower time frame. So yeah, I could have gotten a couple more points out of it. It's all right. How did I get off that 1.75? Yep. Look, it's still going. Whew. Still closes at the top. I exited early again on my 1597. I may take some more trades later. I have something I need to prepare for that starts in about 40 minutes. So I think I'm going to call this a day for now. I'm going to take care of a friend who just had some hip surgery. So I'm going to go hang with her for a couple of hours and pretty much, do what I want. Here's another, exit with a reversal bar there finally, but I have a feeling this is going to continue. And today I'm working with Megan. Megan, we may be looking at the live market some, because this is going to give us some good opportunities to talk about strong trending markets and how you trade them. Because you do trade them different than you would trade a an oscillating market, basically. So, all right. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Remember, please check out my Facebook page under Motivated Trader, Instagram under A Motivated Mama. You can check me out under A Motivated Mama on Facebook. And definitely, if you haven't already, click down below and subscribe, my friends. I would love to have you here every day. I love hearing your feedback. I love that I've been getting messages from the old companies that I worked at. It makes me feel very happy that these gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, but that you're still involved with the market, that you're still trading, that you're still giving it your all. So that's going to be that, guys. Hope y'all have a lovely day. Maybe you'll get a second video from me later on today, but it would definitely be in the afternoon session. And yeah, I'm not sure about that. So we'll see. All right. Have a great day, guys and gals.